hope you're having an amazing day. So today we're going to be doing my Would You Rather palette edition, and we're going to be doing keep 10 drop 10, and it's obviously just for fun. I'm not going to be getting rid of any palettes or anything, but I thought this would be fun and I hope you enjoy. If you're interested, just keep on watching. So as I mentioned down below, I'm on Google and I picked randomly palettes 1 through 20, and whatever got chosen and prices don't matter. It's more like quality, color story, which ones I like more, which ones are easy to work with, stuff like that. Obviously personal preference, but if I could only keep one and drop one, this is what it would be. So the first two that got pinned against each other, completely different sizes. The Athena palette by Bad Habit, and we've seen this one before. I've talked about it quite a few times. And this one's a beautiful color story. It ranges from reds to oranges to a glitter shadow. It's just amazing. You could see I already hit pan on like 2 shadows already. And yeah, so this one's pretty good and one of my favorites. But then we have the Black Heart Divine Elements Earth palette, and we've also seen this one before. Were really cool. They're $3 at Hot Topic at the moment, and all of them are like zodiac themed, different elements: earth element, water element, fire, and air. And this happens to be my sign, and I really like the color story in here because it definitely reminds me of like what Virgo, it has other signs on it, but I'm a Virgo, you know, like earthy kind of tones. So if I could only keep one and drop one, for me this would be super easy, and I would say that I would keep my Athena palette just because I love it. Of course, they're not the best shadows in the world, you know, and they're super powdery, but I really like this, and I really like the quality of the palette. I like the packaging. I like the color story is amazing. I love that it has purples and it has like the rusty reds and browns. It's just really nice. The shimmers in this palette in particular are so creamy and easy to apply, and it's just amazing. And then this is one of my favorites in my collection. So if I could keep one, I would keep my Athena. I would drop the Earth palette. Okay, next we have the 99 Cents Store palette by Colormates that I found at the 99 a long time ago. Ooh, and I just stabbed it. So this is the color story. As you can see, it comes with blushes, it comes with powders, and it comes with a bunch of shadows. And this one I really liked. This was a couple years ago that I purchased this, and I was really surprised because at that 99 there was never palettes or anything. So I was surprised to see this. I had to buy it, and honestly I don't use it that much. It's like because the shadows are so powdery and stuff bottom. The color story is really interesting. This one's going against my LA Colors Beauty palette, and this is one that I found at the Dollar Tree. I actually used it in one of my videos. It was like on a Sunday, and this one was also not the greatest quality. I've only used it once, so only time will tell. I'll definitely have to use it again. But yeah, so if I could only keep one, I would say this is difficult because both of them, we're not comparing prices, but price wise they're the same. I really like that this one has more stuff. Like this would be a great one to travel with. This one's really nice too. So if I could keep one, I would keep the LA Colors one, just because the size is so tiny. Like I love the packaging and how small it is, and I love that it has like a bunch of transition shades and it has shimmers, but it's like a good mix. This is one that I can make work and would be great for traveling as well. So this is the one that I would keep, and the one that I would drop, just because I've had it for a long time and I never reach for it. So even if, you know, hypothetically I would keep it, I wouldn't use it. So dropping the Colormates. Okay, for this one we got Santee, the Ocean palette, against the Transition palette by Pinky Rose Cosmetics. This one's currently on sale for $10 if you've been eyeing it. So this is a little difficult because purple is my weakness, but this one has such a nice color story, so different and colorful, and this one definitely makes me come out of my comfort zone. I really like the compact, you know, packaging. I like this one a lot. So if I had to keep one, if price didn't matter, and if it was only on quality and, you know, packaging and blendability and stuff, I would keep my transition one. I would keep this one and I would drop this, just because I do have other palettes that have these shades. Really like it. I've used it quite a few times. I love how fun it is. I like how what the ratio of mattes to shimmers is. It's really good. This one's really nice, but if I had to keep one, drop one, I would drop this and I would keep this, just because I know that I would use it every day. I love purple shadows so much, and yeah, and I love that it has like this giant transition and so many different varieties of purples. I love this one. So yes, keep this. So next we have two little mini palettes. The first one is the H&M. This one's called Supernaturals. This one comes with like a variety of, they're all kind of satins and shimmers. I don't really reach for this one as much. It was $1 because they were having a big sale at their stores. And this one's going against the Flashy palette by LA Colors. So it's really interesting because both of these have greens in them, and so these are them. So this one's a little easy. If I had to pick one and drop one, I would definitely pick my Flashy palette, just because this one kind of reminds me of the Subculture, but without all the like blending issues and the patchiness and stuff. This one's just really nice, and I just love that it has all the deep shades and you could just create an easy smoky eye with this. Really nice. I really love the packaging, really compact and cute, and this is the one that I would keep, and I would drop this just because I never use it, and it's satins and shimmers. I could work with satins in the crease, I don't really care, or shimmers in the crease, I do it all the time, but this one in particular, for some reason I just never reach for it, and the color story in here is not really my favorite, so I would drop the H&M and keep the LA Colors Flashy. This is the Aphrodite palette. This one comes with a bunch of pink tones. I believe both of them were dupes for some Huda Beauty palettes, but this is the color story. I think, yes, I had pan on the Love shade, where it's right here, and this is really amazing. This was the first one that I purchased from them, and it's just really nice. The only thing that I don't like is that the shimmers are kind of flaky, but it's still worth it. Really beautiful color story, amazing for like Valentine's Day if you want to create a pinky red look, but even if it wasn't Valentine's Day, it's just beautiful. This one got picked against the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar. I do have a full video, you know, addressing pros and cons with this palette, and this one is also like pinky reds. So, oh man, this is a little difficult. If I could pick one and drop one, honestly, I would pick this one, just because I really love this color story. I love that it has pinks and it has like shades that you can deepen up, and it has reds and pinks, and I just love this color story in this palette. I would definitely keep my Aphrodite palette, and I would drop the Jeffree Star. I never reach for this, even on days, you know, I did have my palette lottery recently where I was you know, I couldn't pick whatever palette I wanted because I wanted to get used out of all my palettes in my collection, and now that I have the freedom to pick palettes, honestly, this is like the last one on my mind. I just don't reach for it. I do want to get into it and maybe do like a couple looks with it, but for now I'm saying I'm gonna drop this and I'm gonna keep my Aphrodite palette. So for this round we got Riviera, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one, as we can see, is really colorful and really cute. This one I've only used like 4 times. Beautiful color story. I bought it from the New York Sephora, and it was kind of like a souvenir for me, so I did want to purchase the Riviera, and this one got pinned against the Academy of Color Prismatic palette, and this is one that you can find at Kohl's. I have everything linked below if you are interested in any of them, and this is the color story. This one blew me away the first time that I used it. I did not expect the quality to be as good as it is. The mattes blends out beautifully and they build up beautifully, and the shimmers are amazing on the eye. Not powdery, and the shimmers actually show up nicely on the lid. It's just a really nice one. I was really surprised of these, and keep one and drop one. I would say I would keep my Riviera palette just because of the sentimental value that it has to me. Not only that, but the color story in here is really interesting and really colorful, and at the same time you could create very wearable looks, and I just like it, and I like the formula, and I really like the packaging. I like that it has a mirror. So I would keep the Riviera and I would drop the Academy of Color one, just because this one's, you know, old as well, and it's really dirty, and this one has gotten a lot of use. So if I had to keep one, I would keep the Riviera and drop the Academy of Color one. This round is the LA Colors, I believe this is called Bold Eyes palette. This is one of those little tins that you could get at the CVS. They had them during Christmas time of last year. I don't know if they still sell these. If I could find a link, I'll link it down below, but this is the color story. Honestly, these are not as easy to work with as their other palettes. The packaging is really bulky. Obviously it's a tin. It does come with like a plastic thing in here. I don't know, I've tried to use it. I really love the color story, which is why I bought it. I love that it has like so many different colors, and it just looked really nice, but honestly the quality is not great. But if we had to pin this one against the Amber Profusion palette, which is kind of a dupe for the Modern Renaissance, and it comes with the mirror as well. If I had to pin these against each other, which one would I keep and which one would I drop? I mean, this one has so many different colors, so vibrant and nice, but the formula honestly is not there. So I would definitely keep this Profusion Amber palette, which you could find at Marshall's for like $6.99 or something. This one's really good. I would definitely keep this and drop my LA Colors Bold Eyes one, just because the packaging sucks, the formula is not there, and yeah, so this one would go away. Next we have two small ones, and we got the LA Colors eyeshadow, the nude one. This one I found at my Family Dollar, and it looks like this. Really nice. I believe they're new-ish to the beauty industry. This one doesn't have a mirror. It contains so many nudes, and I thought this would be really nice, and that's why I purchased it, because I thought it would be great for like everyday use, and it would be great. But honestly, these colors all muddy together when you put them on your eye. Again, not a formula that I really like. I prefer their smaller palettes, like the flashy palette that I just showed you guys, which is cheaper than this. I haven't used it as much as I want to, but yeah, first impressions, not one of my favorites, but I love the packaging and I love how compact it is. The colors are beautiful, but if, I don't know, maybe in the future I'll love it more. I just need to give it a little more love. But this one got picked against the Black Heart Cosmetics Air palette, and this is the other one. The other one was Earth, this one's Air. This one comes with lovely purple shades. So this is interesting because the shade selection is completely different. This one comes with like deep purples and some pinks and stuff. This one's definitely nude. So if I had to pick one and drop one, keep my Air palette, and that's just because I really love purples, as I mentioned before, but also because this is one that I've used and I really like how my looks have came out. I just like this one, and it's really compact and cute. It comes with the mirror as well, and I would drop the LA Colors nude one just because it's not one of my favorites and it's easy to drop. Next we have two kind of bigger palettes. So this one's a Naturally Bold, and this one's by Michael Giordano. This one was one that we found at Ross, and I really like the packaging. At least I thought I did, just because it's clear and you don't really have to open it to see the shades. But it is rather bulky, so, and I never reach for it. This is one I thought the color story was cool, but honestly, swatching it and actually wearing it on my eyelids, I just am not a big fan of this formula, and I bought it because I thought the shades were beautiful and stuff, because they have purples, they have greens. I was really into like trying to do green looks last year, and yeah, so this is one that was picked, and it was picked against the one that we recently filmed with, which is the Phase One Sunset in Hawaii palette. Phase One Cosmetics is a brand that you can find at the 99-cent store, and this one was really nice. As you can see, it comes with blushes and it comes with a bunch of shadows. I really love this purple shadow on the lid, and then doing some of these in the crease is beautiful. It actually looks like a sunset, and it's just nice. This one I recently used it, as I said in last Sunday's video. I'll leave the picture on the screen if you want to check it out, and I'll probably put a link down below. But yeah, so this is what we're facing it against. Again, different color stories. If I could keep one, this is the easy one. I would definitely keep my Sunset in Hawaii palette just because it's just beautiful, and I really like that the blushes are humongous. But not only that, but you could also use these as shadows, and you have so many shadows to play with, and they're not all like pale, different shades of pale and stuff. I really like this, and it's just amazing. I really love this one, and I would keep, and I would drop the Naturally Bold one. Last round is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, which I have talked about on my Instagram. I don't think I've ever spoken about it on here. Maybe I have. But this is it. This is my Comfort Zone palette. I did get it on sale at my local Five Below, and I bought it because everybody was hyping it up. They were saying it's amazing. You know, they've done different versions, and everybody loves it because of that shade, because it's like a duochrome or something. I'm not a fan. I haven't used that shade in particular. Just swatching it, I didn't love it. I did try to use like different shades other than that shade because I know that's a favorite one, and honestly I wasn't impressed, so this is one that I don't really like. But it got picked against the Sienna's palette by Profusion. This one's beautiful. The shimmers are amazing. The mattes are great. I love this palette. So this is a no-brainer. I would definitely pick my Sienna's palette over this one any day. So I would definitely keep my Sienna's and drop the Wet n Wild. I definitely think it's not worth the hype, and I wouldn't recommend this. Okay, so we made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming this for you. All the items that we talked about today will be linked down below, as well as videos from last week. They'll be down below as well if you want to check those out. I do post every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every other Sunday. So if you want to stick around, I would love it if you could subscribe and give a like to this video if you liked it. Of course, like I said in my past two videos, you are your own person, and like I said, this was just for fun. I'm not actually gonna be getting rid of anything, but yeah, this was fun. It made me think about which ones I prefer over the others. I don't really get to do that very often, and I actually have my makeup collection video is on my channel. If you are interested in seeing my other palettes, I do have now over 50 palettes, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave the picture right here on the screen. I would love it if you could follow me on Instagram. Insta handle will be right here. I am hosting my liquid lipstick lottery at the moment. I will leave some examples right here. And yeah, we do a lot of makeup finds, a lot of different lotteries. It's really fun over there. If you want to come join us, link down below if you want to see it. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I can't forget the day we met. You look so fly in your red Corvette. Your hair, your look, your everything. When I see it all, I knew that you were mine. I'm in love with your hair, your lips, your silhouette in the moonlight.